everyone, my name is Yan. Welcome back to my channel. We have been in a heat wave here in San Francisco and so hot I barely want to cook. So today I picked a bunch of tomatoes and made a fresh tomato tart with Parmesan crust. This is a super refreshing treat on a hot summer day and it really showcases these sweet juicy tomatoes. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Now let's get started. First, let's make the Parmesan tart shell. In the food processor, place in half cup of all-purpose flour, half cup of whole wheat flour, 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, half cup of very cold butter cut into small dices. Pulse in the food processor for about 15 to 20 times until the butter has broken up into little pieces. With the food processor running, slowly drizzle in 2 tablespoons of very cold water. Continue to pulse the food processor until your dough resembles a wet sandy texture. Dump the crumbly dough into an 8-inch tart pan. Working quickly, press the dough into your tart pan. Make sure the edges are flush to the pan. Place the tart shell into the fridge for 15 minutes to chill. After 15 minutes, the butter in your tart shell should have hardened back up. Take a fork and poke some holes at the bottom of the tart shell. Place a large sheet of foil over the top of the tart shell, then placing baking weights. Bake at 350 degrees for 20 minutes, then take out foil and baking weights and bake uncovered for another 10 minutes or until the tart shell is golden brown. While the shell is baking, let's prep the tomatoes. Wash and slice up your tomatoes. I used about 2 large and 4 small tomatoes for this. After slicing the tomatoes, I like to place them on a paper towel, then sprinkle them lightly with salt. This will help draw out excess water from the tomatoes so you don't end up with a soggy mess. Place them aside for later use. Remember, do not place your tomatoes in the fridge. It will change their flavor. Once your tart shell is done baking, take it out of the oven and immediately sprinkle about 1 tablespoon of grated Parmesan on top. Set aside to cool completely. In a bowl, combine 8 ounces of goat cheese. I know I'm using cream cheese here. I usually only use goat cheese, but I didn't have any on hand today, so I tried it with cream cheese. It works, but goat cheese is much better for this tart due to its tangy flavor, so please use goat cheese. Add to that half tablespoon of olive oil, 2 teaspoons of honey, 1 tablespoon of fresh thyme, a pinch of salt, a dash of pepper, and zest of 1 lemon. Whisk together until well combined and creamy, then set aside to use once your tart shell has cooled down. Once tart shell has cooled, take it out of the pan and place on serving dish. Spread goat cheese mixture on the bottom of the tart. Take a paper towel and lightly press on each slice of tomato to soak up the excess liquid. Arrange tomatoes over the tart, sprinkle with basil, and drizzle with a little olive oil, then it's ready to serve. And that's it guys, a simple fresh tomato tart, perfect on a hot summer night. I hope you enjoy.